Welcome to this class. This session, we are going to do problems on application of quotient rule. So problems. Evaluate the derivatives of the following. So the first problem is y is equals to t squared minus 1 divided by t cubed plus 1. Solution. Here, we let u to be the numerator, which is t squared minus 1, and v to be denominator, which is t cubed plus 1. This means that u prime is 2t, v prime is 3t squared. So by quotient rule, dy dx is u prime v minus v prime u over v squared. So we'll have 2t into t cubed plus 1 minus 3t squared into u, which is t squared minus 1 divided by t cubed plus 1 squared. I can simplify this one as 2t power 4 plus 2t minus 3t power 4 plus 3t squared divided by, this is not a very hard expression to expand, so this is the same as t cubed squared plus 1 squared is just 1 plus twice t cubed. So that will give us minus t power 4 and then plus 3t squared plus 2t and then divided by, this will be t power 6 plus 2t cubed plus 1. So that is the solution to that given problem. B, y is equals to e raised power negative x. Now, to solve by quotient rule this problem, we note that if we have y equals to e raised power minus x, then from loss of indices, we get the same as 1 over e raised power positive x. So that now we let u to be 1 and v to be e raised power x. This means that u prime is 0, derivative of constant is 0, and v prime is e raised power x. So dy dx is given by u prime v minus v prime u over v squared. So which will be u prime is 0 times v e raised power x minus v prime is e raised power x times u is 1 divided by v squared. So it's e raised power x squared. Now 0 times e raised power x will give us 0. So dy dx will be negative e raised power x over e raised power 2x. Loss of interest is the same as negative x minus 2 raised power x, which is negative e raised power negative x. And that is the answer. C, y is given by x minus 1, x squared minus 2x divided by x power 4. Now, to solve this one by quotient 2, we let x minus 1, x squared minus 2x. So this is a simple expression you can just expand. So we'll have x power 3 minus 2x squared minus x squared plus 2x. So it will be x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x. So let this one to be u and v to be x power 4. So this means u prime will be 3x squared minus 6x plus 2. And this means v prime is 4x power 3. So dy dx is u prime v minus v prime u over v squared, which will be v prime is u prime is 3x squared minus 6x plus 2 times v x power 4 minus v prime is 4x power 3 times u is x power 3 minus 3x squared plus 2x v squared x power 4 squared. So by that, we now simplify. So this is x. So I'll have dy dx 3x power 6 minus 6x power 5 plus 2x power 4 minus 4x power 6 plus 12x power 5 minus 8x power 4. This will be x power 8. So dy dx will be now this, and this will have minus x power 6 minus 6 plus 12 is 6 x power 5, 2, and then minus 6 x power 4 divided by x power 8. And you see, this is the same as dividing each term by x power 8. So we'll have dy dx minus x power 6 over x power 8 plus 6 x power 5 over x power 8 minus 6 x power 4 over x power 8. And it's not hard to see that dy dx will be negative 1 over x squared plus 6 over x power 3 minus 6 over x power 4. So that's dy dx for that problem. D, the second last problem for this session. Y is given by sine of x over x. So in this problem, we let numerator to be u, denominator to be v. So which tells us that u prime is cosine of x and v prime is 1. So dy dx is u prime v minus v prime u over v squared, which will be cos of x times v, which is x, minus v prime is 1 times u is sine x, divided by v squared, so x squared. On simplifying, this implies dy dx will be x cos x minus sine x, and then you divide by x squared. Or you can write it as cos x over x minus sine x over x squared. And lastly, for this session, E, we have y is equals to cosine of x divided by 1 minus sine x. So as usual, the numerator is u, denominator is v. So let u to be cosine of x and v be 1 minus sine of x. So this means v prime is minus cos x, and this means u prime is minus sine x. So dy dx by definition is u prime v minus v prime u divided by v squared, which will be v prime is u prime is minus sine x times u times v is 1 minus sine x minus this v prime is minus cos x times u is cos x divided by v squared. So v squared is 1 minus sine x squared. Now let's simplify. So dy dx will be minus sine x, minus minus is plus, so sine squared x, minus minus is plus, cos times cos is cos squared x, divided by 1 minus sine x squared. But we know that one is equals to sine squared x plus cos squared x. This a trigonometric identity that is always known. The square of sine of an angle plus square of sine of the same angle is 1. So we'll have dy dx. So this implies dy dx will be Now this will be 1, so 1 minus sine x. Denominator can be written as 1 minus sine x times another 1 minus sine x to get that square. And this now enable us to have this, and this cancels out. And then the answer will be 1 over 1 minus sine x. So that will be the solution for that problem. Thank you.